welcome to my channel. This is Matcha with Mo and I am Monique. So for the persons who are new, welcome to my space. I am Monique. I'm from Jamaica and this channel is all about self-care. It is about financial self-care, spiritual self-care, just your overall wellness. So we're not talking just about bubble baths and skincare and hair care and all that kind of wonderful stuff. We're talking about setting goals, achieving them, ticking off of these things, financial freedom, all that kind of stuff. And those things are what, in my opinion, are some of the very important things that go into actual self-care, right? And for all the persons who are returning, go on, welcome back, big up on yourself and thing. So guys, before I even get into this video, check on a budget. I just want to know if we not keep track on a budget. You understand? Because new people, all right. So in the last few videos that I did, or the first few videos that I did a video on why budgeting is important, and I also went ahead and I did an entire budget template for you, right? Now, if you have not downloaded the budget template, it's on my website, moniquefarquharson.com. And guys, I implore you to always, just check in on your budget, throughout the month. Most of you guys who would have downloaded my budget did it before September started. So I suspect that, or I assume that you would have, did out your budget and all that kind of stuff, and then you should be falling in line for the month of September. Now, if you have not checked your budget from August till now, this is your reminder to just go back on the Excel sheet, check your budget, check your accounts to see if all the monies that you have budgeted is actually the amount that you are currently spending, or if you're overspending, or you're sticking within your budget. If you are sticking within your budget, big up yourself, that's good. But if you're overspending, don't worry yourself, just see what else you can kind of subtract. And if there's nothing to subtract, guess what, still continue, right? And then you can pick up September, because this is just how budgeting works, guys. Sometimes you're not gonna get it on the first try, meaning you might overspend on the first few months when you're just starting your budget. But do not give up and don't just feel depressed about it or demotivated. This happens to pretty much everyone. So some months are gonna be tough and it's gonna be hard to stick to your budget. So just ensure that you're keeping track of your spending same way. Put in the figures in the Excel sheet, and then at the end of the month, because it's now mid-September, so it's drawing now, closing out to the end of September. You just check back and you see where you can improve, and then you kill it for October. And for the persons who you just don't know what the hell I'm talking about, guys, on my website, moniquefarquharson.com, I have my budget template. It's not too late to download it. Even if you don't know the amount of money that you have spent already, guess what? You know the amount of money that you have. And once you know the amount of money that you have, you can make a budget, because this just means you're gonna make a budget for how you're going to spend the money that you have now, between now and your next paycheck, right? So guys, reminder, check in with your budget. All right guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing part 2 of the investment series. Now, the first part, if you haven't watched that, you can watch it here. I'm gonna leave a link somewhere there, yeah, so you can go and watch that. And that is just an introduction to investment. I told you guys what investment is, what stocks and shares mean, and just the process of starting an investment account, right? But I'm talking too fast, and guess what, I'm thirsty. So guys, of course, matcha break time. So in my cup today I have, this is a matcha, I would say this is a matcha sparkle, but usually if I'm a matcha sparkle I put lime or lemons. But a good friend of mine here in Okinawa, she introduced me to this Okinawan mandarin. So this is a fruit here in Okinawa. It's from the lime and lemon family, I'm guessing. It's also very similar to shikwasa. Shikwasa is here in Okinawa. It's very similar to like lemon. Has that nice little lemony sour flavor. So this one to me is a little bit more mild, and it tastes so nice. It has just this nice citrus flavor with just a hint of sourness. And I mixed it here with some water, some maple syrup, and of course, guys, my matcha. So this, you can get it at petitsquares.com. And if you're in Jamaica, we are in 4 locations: Los Houston, Alchemist Pharmacy, General Foods, and Natural Health. You can get it, or you can just get it on my website, petitsquares.com. So guys, this drink is so refreshing. This is really nice. This, oh, you know, it just tastes like, I don't even know, like tangerine from Jamaica. Yeah, it has like a little tangerine-ish kind of flavor. So it's very mild. It smells divine. Like, this would be a really nice fragrance to just wear, like mixed with something. It's really nice. But yes, guys, so that is what is gonna take us through our Matcha with Mo video today. All right, beautiful. So yes, guys, so in today's video, what we're gonna discuss is, I told you guys that I was going to delve into some of the big words, or some of the jargons in the financial community as it relates to investment. And 2 of them that we're going to discuss the difference between is APO and IPO, right? Now, I am sure a lot of you have been hearing APO, IPO, you know, just thrown around, especially in Jamaica, because just the other day, Barita, they did an APO, right? And then earlier in the year, Proven was also, I think, doing an APO. And then you have like a lot of little companies, they saying, oh, they're doing IPOs and this and that. And lots of person get confused because, like, what in the world is an IPO? What in the world is an APO? Well, the confusion stops here today, because I'm going to explain that to you. Now, in my previous video on investment, I told you what a stock or share is, right? Now, remember, just, you know, a little reminder, the stock or shares, as we call them, are a piece of a company that you now own. So you bought it, the company went public, you bought it, and or the company was giving up some shares on the market, you bought it, so now you own a little bit of that company. So it's a process now. It's either an APO or an IPO, and that process is when a company decides that, hey, we are going to we want some money to expand, we want to do like a bunch of stuff for the company, right? So let us say that, oh, good example, Petit Squares. So Petit Squares is the name of my company, right? Now, say for example, because right now Petit Squares is not listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange, so we are not trading or anything like that. We don't have our company listed there. So say for example, I wanted to expand Petit Squares, right? I have this extremely nice growth and development plan, and I see where I want to say launch like a bunch of cafes for Petit Squares, and I want to expand my product range, and I just want to do a bunch of stuff. Now, my company Petit Squares doesn't have all of that capital. So what I would do is say, you know what? I am going to put up a piece of my company Petit Squares on the market for sale, right? So this means now I'm going to offer a piece of the company up to persons, to the public, to say, hey, I am offering you this in exchange for your money, right? So this is a piece of my company that I will be giving up to the public, and then you guys will invest in it by giving me your money, and this money now is going to be used to fund whatever expansions or whatever projects that I have to do for my company Petit Squares, right? And that is what an IPO essentially is. This is when a company for the very first time decides to join the stock market and to offer a piece of themselves to the public, and it is called an initial public offering. Initial meaning first, public meaning John Public, offering, you are offering a piece of your company. So persons know when you get listed on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Listed means you go on the Jamaica Stock Exchange or whatever stock exchange, it could be on the America, whatever, in a country. So you go on the stock exchange now and you are offering a piece of your company for sale in a sense, and then persons can buy the shares now, because this is how you're selling it. You're offering some shares in your company which represents a piece of your company, and persons now have the option of purchasing those stocks or shares, and now they own a piece of your company, and then the money that they would have used to purchase this is what you get in return, and then you can do whatever expansion it is that you want to do. So I hope that clears that up. So that is what an initial public offering is. The first time a company goes public, or the first time a company gets listed on the stock exchange, right? Now, the difference between an initial public offering and an APO is in just the definition of the words. So IPO is initial and now APO is additional. So additional public offering. So say for example again, Petit Squares is already on the stock exchange, but then a few years down the line I realized that, hey, no man, we can do more. We can expand even further. We can get bigger and better. And that is when Petit Squares would now offer more shares to the public, offer a piece more of the company, and that is an additional public offering, and then persons now can purchase some more shares and have ownership of a piece of Petit Squares. And that is simply what the difference is between an IPO. IPO is initial, APO is additional. And just the other day, Barita Investments, they did their APO because they're already listed. So now they're doing an APO because they want to do, just more expansion and that kind of thing. Now, how do you know, like when a company is going to go for an IPO or APO, you will hear it in the news, you will read it Gleaner, you will hear it there. And if you are, a member of, or if you're a client, or if you have something there now, an investment portfolio with one of the companies like the Sagicor, Barita, because they're also an investment company, Proven, whichever one. So you have your investment account. Some of the times these brokers will let you know that, hey, this so and so company is having an APO or an IPO, and they will ask you if you want to invest. So you can hear about these things from your brokers, or you can just keep abreast of the news and that kind of thing, and you will see when these companies want to offer shares to join public to sell, right? So that is essentially what the difference is between an APO and an IPO. So yes guys, so now you know what shares are, you know how to open an investment account, you know what you're doing when you're trading, so you're buying and selling shares. You know what an IPO is, you know what an APO is. The only other thing that I would say that you need to know is prospectus. That's another word, another jargon, and this is essentially just a document that basically tells you about the company, tells you, give like the financials of the company, and also gives the information about what the company is going to do with the money that it will gain from your investment. And the prospectus is essentially what you read to see whether or not a company is good to invest in. So guys, I implore you now, with all of this knowledge that you have, I try to break it down as simply as I can, and I hope this helps, and I hope this brings some clarity to you. So I would implore you to, from now, if this is something that you think you're interested in, because there are different ways to invest. You don't necessarily have to invest in the stock market, because you can invest in real estate, you can invest in a bunch of other stuff, right? But if you're interested in investing in the stock market, then now is the time. It's prime time. You go to one of these brokers, you have a conversation with them, and then you start very small. It doesn't matter how small you start. Once you start small, and then you start investing in different companies. And as I mentioned before, the Jamaica Stock Exchange, I will also link the website in the description again. has a wealth of information as it relates to just everything that I've discussed in both videos. So you can go there, and start reading up to understand what investment is and how to invest. You can always call these brokers. You have some excellent financial advisors at the different companies that will be more than willing to sit down and talk you through all of this thing. So guys, instead of just saving your money, it's 2020, now it's time to invest your money so that you can see a little bit more growth, even though there is risk, but there is also the potential for great reward once you understand what you're doing. And the only way you understand is by garnering knowledge. The knowledge is there, the information is there. So guys, take this time with your matcha and drink your matcha before you go to these places, so that your brain can relax and you can focus and you can listen to what them saying, and then you can start your investment account and go ahead and invest. So thank you so much, guys. This one was short and spicy. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you have absolutely any questions. And remember, guys, go to my website moniquefarquharson.com, download your budget template, and also if you have a website that you want to be designed, I do website design. So guys, you can always reach out to me. I'll design your websites for you. If you have any graphic projects that you want a logo, if you want business cards, posters, flyers, all that kind of stuff, then you can reach out to me via my website moniquefarquharson.com. And all your matcha needs, go over to my other company's page, Petite Squares, everything Petite Squares, Instagram, Facebook, Google, whatever Petite Squares, you'll find it. So thanks guys for watching, and remember to like this video, comment down below, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next, honestly, before I see you, this tastes good. Anyway, so yes, bye guys.